Hi everyone, it's Elaine from Peace Love Scrap. Happy 2014. I am here today to give you guys a new tour of my scrapbook room because it's been a while since I've done it. Fortunately for me, my husband is filming for me. So, alright, let's get started. First, I'm just going to give you guys, show you a pan of the whole room here. So my room is in my basement. It's also our family room, so it's nice because we all get to hang out together. So here you get to see the way I have it laid out. And all of the furniture that you see I got from IKEA. So pretty much everything here, from the chairs to the lamp, the shelves hanging on the wall, everything is from IKEA. So if you have any questions about where I got anything or how I store stuff, just leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. Alright, we'll just start in this section first. This is my Expedite. This I got from IKEA. And this is their smaller version. They have, well, they're medium size. They have one that just has 2 cubes and one that has an extra. So it'd be 5 cubes. 5 cubes across. Up here is where I store just extra miscellaneous paper. Here I have a whole bunch of kits that are already made up, and so if I'm going to a crop, I usually will just grab from this instead of grabbing from my whole, all my other supplies. So these kits are just kits here that are ready to go. I had once belonged to Scrapbook Generations Kit Club, and so every month she sends like 5 or 6 kits, so they kind of are already pre-made up for me, so I just grabbed some of those. This is my Xyron that I don't use very often, that's why it's just sitting off over here. And then here is more recent purchase are all these scrap pads here that I've picked up on and off at Michael's. I love the new crepe paper lines with Maggie Holmes. So I have all her pads of papers that she's made recently. And then if I find them on sale, like I found that one for $5. Let me see some of these other ones here. Oh yeah, anything that's been done by Dear Lizzie recently. This is Polka Dot Party. I think this was 2 lines ago. So I just have all my paper pads over here. That way I know right where to find them. In here is just miscellaneous stuff. These are all my kids' school albums. I've done so far since kindergarten. My daughter's in 5th grade, my son's in 4th grade, so these are all up to date with their school stuff. And then over here again is just more paper. I have tons of chipboard in here, chipboard alphabets and chipboard shapes that I like to keep in there. And this is some old paper here that I don't know, I don't want to get rid of it yet, so I just keep it in there. And then down here is this box is where I store my glitter and my glitter mist. I have 5x7 photos in here. In here I have, let's see, oh yeah, all the old Heidi Swapp chipboard. This stuff is forever old, but it's chipboard, so it doesn't go bad. And the same in this one down here. Here's another school album, our Disney album. And here I have a whole bunch of decorative tape, which actually is not decorative tape anymore. It's just where I keep my glue gun and my heat embosser and things like that. And then all this stuff that's here and down here on these next 2 shelves belong to my daughter. She scrapbooks as well, so we have all her stuff organized down here. These boxes, I got all these boxes as well at IKEA, and these work out well because she can just throw all her stuff in here. And so all 4 of these boxes here at the bottom belong to her. She has all her 12x12 paper. All her 12x12 paper is stored in this one. So it's nice. She just can go down here and pull out what she wants. It's really heavy. Okay, and then over here is where I store my ribbon. All these jars too came from IKEA. I've tried to have them sorted by color. Here's the pinks in here, and I have greens. I don't know, there's purple in here, some reds. So I got these again, like I said, at IKEA, and this, I hardly use ribbon anymore, so I use it more for decoration now, more than anything. And then over here I have my TV, because I cannot work in silence. I have to have background noise, so I have my TV over here. And in this red drawer unit, I got this from IKEA as well. And in here, this top drawer just has some miscellaneous punches in it. The second drawer has the same thing, just I have a lot of these So Easy embroidery flosses with the So Easy I don't even know what you call this thing anymore. It's the one that puts the holes in the paper, but I think I've used it twice. But I have all the embossing floss and the different heads that go on to the top of this. So that's what I have in here. And then, I mean, what's in these drawers hardly gets used. So that's kind of why it's on this side of the table that I work on. Just extra miscellaneous stuff. More miscellaneous. This has small paper pads in it and also some chalk. And then down here is a whole bunch of adhesive. Okay, then if you see over here, this table right here is where my daughter scrapbooks, or if I have a friend over, they'll sit over here. This is my sewing machine, so it's nice. I can either come over here and sew on my page, or I can just flip it around and I sit over here. And down here is just more stuff that my daughter uses. And then over here, if you can see, there's a table set up here. This is where my husband works on his photos. He's a photographer. So he even has his own little section down here in our scrapbook room. And then over here, we'll start on this side, this is more storage over here. This drawer unit, again, I got from IKEA. It has all my washi tape in it, so I can just pull out this little container I got at the dollar store. And all my ink pads are in here. The ones that I use the most frequently are in here. So I just keep these stored upside down in my drawer. And yeah, so it goes back pretty far. All this is ink. This is washi tape, and then here's just some Scotch tape, because we're always looking for Scotch tape. And then this drawer down here is more Scotch tape. I love being organized. Okay, in here is where I keep all of the Mr. Huey's that I use most frequently. And also I have a whole bunch of my colored pens that I use. I don't use these often, but I just have them sitting right here in case I need them. And then I have these from Kiwi Lanes, the different acetates that you can use to try and make a page layout. I keep these in here as well. And then in this third drawer here is where I keep, sometimes I just have random things thrown in there like a label maker. But this drawer really, all it has is all my American Crafts embroidery floss and the glitter tape. And I have, as you can see, I have a ton of them in here. So there's no really easy way for me to organize this. I know I've seen people that put dowels through these and they have them hanging up, but I really don't want to have to look at it. So that's why I just keep it stored in here. And then also extra ribbon is in here as well. And then in this drawer here is just kind of a miscellaneous drawer. I have my thread in here for my sewing machine, extra large die cuts that I don't have room for right now in my storage system, and I'll show you how I store those in a second. And then I have a stamp set in here, and this is spray mount that I got for like 99 cents. So I bought it, I don't know if I'll ever use it, but for 99 cents, why not? And then this bottom drawer here is all full of adhesive as well. So whenever we run out, we just go right down here. Okay, and then over here is where I store all of my themed paper. So, let's see. Okay, well, I organize it by manufacturer, not necessarily birthday, or the only thing I store by theme is Halloween and Christmas. The rest I store by manufacturer. So down here is all my embellishments, and these are the ones by Dear Lizzie and Maggie Holmes, and Amy Tan. These are their most current things, and I keep them in here. That way they're easy for me to flip through, and I know that it goes with the paper pads that I bought. So I keep all those embellishments, the newer embellishments, in here. And then I have all of my acrylic stamps in this container. So as you see here, I pretty much know what I have. So if I'm looking for an ampersand, I know that I'm going to have a million stamp sets that have ampersands on them, and I can just go through here and pick out the ones that I like. I got most of these when I belonged to a kit club. Let's see, wait, what is in this one? Okay. And then in here, I just have them separated by manufacturer in Ziploc bags. That way, if I go on a crop and I don't want to take the other kits that I have, I can just grab the paper that I want. So this is American Crafts Shoreline and miscellaneous paper. This is Dear Lizzie. I have her paper pads, but these are her individual sheets by Lucky Charm, Neapolitan, Fifth and Frolic. So that's how I divide this paper up. It just is the easy way for me to find what I'm looking for quickly. The same thing with all of these, just more different manufacturers. And in here is where I keep all my scrap paper that isn't filed away yet. I have a file system where I keep my scraps, but if it's just something that I've been working on, I just throw it in here. Okay, and if we go around here, you see that at the top of my desk, I just have the pad that I work on here, and it's, I don't know, it's got stains on it. I can't get that off, but I got this at the scrapbook store. And then over here, I got this metal board at IKEA, and I love it because it just holds all my fun pictures of my family and different things, and just quotes that I love, Bible quotes that I love, picture of my grandma. So I love to have this board. It's just something that I like to look at. And then over here, these 4 containers, I got these at Kohl's. And I thought they were really cute, so if you want to come closer and you can see what's in here. I have a whole bunch of die cut shapes in here. If you look, these are a lot of the basic gray ones. Also, I have some Amy Tan in here. And anyways, I put these in here instead of having them in their packages because I thought they'd be easier to flip through. Okay, so I have some other things in here like basic gray buttons and things like that. And then if you see here, I've got a couple more. This one as well has a whole bunch of these, like, almost like 3D die cuts in them. So I just like to be able to dig through here and see what I have. It makes it easier than keeping them all in the package. And the same with these. This one has, it has some sequins in it, but it has the acetate ones. So anything that is a die cut shape that is acetate goes in this bin right here. And again, I can just dig through that. And then this one I think just has miscellaneous pieces in it. And then right here is a bowl that I use with stuff that I'm working on with any particular page. So if I know I'm working on something, I just pull pieces and start throwing it in this dish. And then I can just pull from here and put it on my page. And then over here, last Christmas, I got all of the Spectrum Noir markers from my husband. So these are awesome. I love to make cards, so they have quite a learning curve to them though. So I'm, still working on those. But I got this DVD with this really cute lady on it. And so I can, I really haven't had a chance to watch this yet. It's like 5 hours of her doing different techniques and stuff with the markers. So I'm actually really looking forward to starting this DVD and learning more about the markers and how I can use them better. And then here, I'm making a mess. And then here is just the Spectrum color chart. So you see here that I've just filled it in, so it makes it a lot easier to find a color that you need. This book just has ideas in it. And then over here, this is just my shelf. I collect E's, and so that's my shelf of pretty things. And over here are just little containers that I just throw things in when I buy them and I don't quite know where to put them yet. These little glasses here from Michael's Christmas present that I still have to give to somebody. And then over here, again, this is just got a bunch of junk in it. This is the kind of stuff that I have a hard time figuring out how to organize. So all these little stars and sequins from Studio Calico, the wood veneers. What I've been doing with my wood veneers once I open them is I've been putting them in these little jewelry bags. That way I don't lose any and they're easy to find. So I have like my arrows and stars in here. I don't know if I know I have more, but I don't know where they are right now. And then in here is just stuff that I like to use often, I guess, is probably why I keep this stuff up here and I don't organize it in any way, because I use this stuff the most, like my enamel dots. I have a whole pack of them right here that I just pick up, and I know right where they are. Let's see. Any of the mistable stuff from Studio Calico, I keep that up here as well. So like I said, just stuff that I enjoy using the most on my pages. And then down here is where I keep more of my paper by manufacturer, except I told you Halloween and Christmas. So this is my Christmas box. It has all of my Christmas stuff in it, all my Christmas paper, embellishments, everything Christmas related is in here. It's actually one of my least favorite subject to scrap is Christmas. So I don't have that much Christmas stuff. I just keep it in here. Let me see where my Halloween one is. Oh yeah, my Halloween one's in here too, which I'm surprised that I don't have a lot of Halloween stuff either. But all my Halloween embellishments and paper are in here. So in terms of paper, I think I got it pretty organized pretty well. And again, this is just all done by manufacturer. This is all Studio Calico right here. And these are all embellishments that are Studio Calico as well. And then in here, this is pretty cool. I have all my pictures, and I have them separated by index cards and then labeled up at the top. So I know here that I have my son's 5th birthday, his loose tooth, him running through a field that had all these dandelions in it, him with his Angry Birds. So I know every photo that's in here. Now, obviously this isn't all my photos, but all my photos are organized this way. So if I know what type of picture I want to scrapbook, I just grab whatever container, and then they're each individually organized. So like this one right here, you'll see it says Jay and I, that's my husband, and then I have it labeled Jay and I, and then here are the pictures of him and I together, which is pathetic because there's not very many in here. These are just extra ones that I had sitting on top that I've been working with. I'll just show you one more. Here we have 3 pets. We have Rocky, Bella, and Lucy. So I have all their photos in here. As you see, they're all of the pets. And it's labeled on the top. So it's very easy to find. I really suggest organizing your pictures this way because it makes it a lot easier. Now this container was 20 bucks, and that included all of these cases at Michael's, but I had a 50% off coupon, so I got them for $10, and then I sent everyone and their brother into Michael's to go get them for me. So I think I have 10 of these filled with pictures. Okay, then you can come over here, and this is where I keep my Apple computer, which is connected to my Silhouette, and it's just nice that I can work over here and then come over here and make a cut if I need to. So here's the Silhouette. I'm still on a major learning curve with this thing, but I love it. The Cameo is probably one of the best things that have ever been invented for scrapbookers. I love that thing. And then down here on this shelf are just extra cutting mats, and then my big paper trimmer, which is nice because it folds, so it makes it for easy storage. And then it just opens up if you want to use it the big way. I usually almost never open it. I usually keep it like this. This is the Fiskars one. This is the one that came out last year. I know that Caterpillar has come out with a new one this year that everyone absolutely loves. It has a laser light in it so that you can see exactly where you want to cut. And I guess it just cuts, you can cut off just slivers of paper. So I've seen reviews on it, pretty cool, but since I've already invested in this one, I'm not going to get the Caterpillar one. Okay, then over here, like I said, all these containers and everything, all these are from IKEA. These are all my rubber stamps down here, are stored in here. Most of these are from Stampin' Up. I rarely use my rubber stamps, so that's why I just store them in here, and I can just dig through this box whenever I need one. I mean, I've had these for years and I haven't even assembled them yet, so this shows you how much I rubber stamp. I use acrylic stamps a lot more. Let's see, in here is all my bling. So I have pages and pages of blingy bling, which I love. This has more, this has, what is this? Oh, it just has photos in it. These 2 boxes as well. Okay, so I go through this whole photo organization thing with you guys, and then I have photos in here, so don't ask me why. I just haven't gotten to them yet, I guess. These are my punches from American Crafts, the knockout punches. Here, I love this little carousel. My mom works at a bank, and they were throwing it away, so I rescued it from life in the landfill. It is one of my most favorite little things, and it has all my date stamps on it. And then over here, we'll go down on this bottom shelf first. This has all my card making supplies in it. And so in here I love, well, this is mostly for card making. I put a ton of flowers on my cards. So I just bought all these extra. Can you see Hazel? This is our new kitten. We rescued her. We saved her from a life of doom. Say hi, Hazel. She almost got hit by a car and we rescued her, but when we rescued her, she was only about 3 pounds. Not even. So, okay, so that's all my flowers are kept in here. Here's all of embellishments that I would put on my cards. So bows, extra flowers. I thought these were really cute. They're hearts, little clip hearts with chalkboards on them. And then I also keep a few of my favorite acrylic stamps in here that I stamp with. And then over here is where I keep all of my, can you see it, Jay? All of my card stuff. All of my 6x6 paper pads are in here. My envelopes. Some cards that I've made that I just have thrown in here. So that's what I keep in here. And if you come over here, here's where I keep a whole bunch of close to my heart stamps. Those are all in this container. And then this is how I store my die. Okay, and this is where I store my my metal dies. This is called an easy binder, and it has magnetic sheets in it. And they come in this smaller size and then a larger size, which I think is 8.5 by 11. And this size is 8 1/4 by 5.5. So I'm going to open it up and I'll just show you. It's awesome because the dies, well, that's sticking for some reason, but they just pop on, pop them right off. So I get all my dies from MFT, which is my favorite things. My little doily ones here, and they just stick right back to the metal sheet. So they're easy to find. They're all in one place. They don't get lost, and that sort of thing. So I have 2 binders right now. I need to get some more magnetic sheets because I still have some more dies that need to go in here. So this is my second one right here. I'll put those back later. Okay, and then right here I have a huge jar of buttons. And this has all these containers again are from IKEA. I got all my flare badges in this jar. So I know right where to go to get my flare. And here are just extra buttons that would not fit in here. This container back here stores the rest of my embroidery floss. And you see here just my little knickknacks and stuff, the things that my kids have made me. And then over here is where I keep all of my cardstock. So I have it separated as best I can by color, my purples and my pinks, my greens, yellows, reds, and so on. These here are just pads of solid color. Again, this is the American Crafts cardstock. And when I bought them, I just kept them in here instead of integrating them in here. But there's the summer colors, primaries, winter, autumn. So they have the different colors. And let's see what else. Oh, over here are my idea books. And then last but not least, before I forget, because this is my favorite section, are all my letter stickers. Now I bought these gray things in the dollar section at Target, and they've worked out great to hold all of my letter stickers in. I just store them like this, horizontally, and I have them done by color. So here, if I need green, I just pull out my stacks of green, and I flip through them, and I can see what I have. Most of these are the Thickers brand. Let's see, okay, here, blue, so I can pull out and I have my blue colors. More blue. So I love these. So I know right where all my letter stickers are. I just come right here, pick the color that I want, and font and all that fun stuff. And that's it. So I have 2 big containers of these. there's my black ones. So anyways, like I said, I got these for $1 at Target. So that was really exciting. Up here is where I keep all of my little tubes of glitter. I don't even know if they're still good. These are the Martha Stewart ones. I've had them forever, but I don't want to get rid of them yet because they're cute. And then one more thing I forgot, and then I'm all finished, is over here underneath my desk, because I have just too much stuff and I don't know what to do with it. Over here is my Big Shot, and then in here contains just miscellaneous stuff, like some stuff that I want to scrapbook that my kids have made me, or things like that. And then I have all of this paper sitting off to the side there. And this is what I use to make my cards with. I don't want to use my really expensive cardstock to make my cards, or the base of my card or anything. So I buy these usually like 5 for $10 at Michael's, and they have any color that I possibly could use, and I just keep these stored back over here. And then over here on this shelf I have just a miscellaneous box of glue stuff, glue dots, extra adhesives, different things that I don't use as often. And then down here are a whole bunch of extra idea books. And I think that's about it. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments below, and I will let you know where I've got anything, where I bought anything, or how I store stuff. And that's it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and check back soon because I'll have some more to follow. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.